swear I don't know who the father is.
I'm paying you to carry my grandchildren. Tell me who he is.
You're the one who artificially impregnated me. Shouldn't you know who the father is?
Miss Sinclair, this is an operating room. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I'm not leaving until I get answers. Do not lie to me, Jenny. Who is the father?
Miss Sinclair, she's delivering. Please step back. Okay, Jenny, time to push.
Upon seeing the baby, Jenny felt a warmth and love she couldn't ever imagine.
No, stop!
This boy is a Sinclair. I'm not going to let you put your dirty hands on him.
Please, my baby, someone do something! Don't let her take my baby!
Second one's coming. Okay, Jenny, I need you to take a deep breath and push.
Oh my God, it hurts so much!
I know, you gotta breathe through the pain. Push! Oh, a beautiful baby girl! Okay, Jenny, one more time. Yo, push! Oh, it's a boy.
They were the most beautiful little babies she had ever seen. But Jenny didn't trust the Sinclairs. She suspected their devious plans for her weren't finished.
Jenny. Oh, Jenny. You need to take those two and run.
I can't leave my firstborn.
It's too late. Aster already left with him. You need to get out of here before she comes back for these two.
And just like that, Jenny changed her identity. She was now Quinn Murphy, mother of two. Jenny left the country, determined to protect her babies. She worked hard to provide for them, but it wasn't enough. So she went back to college. She was always the bright one and graduated early with honors. But Jenny still felt incomplete. The thought of her firstborn's well-being haunted her day and night.
Don't let her take my baby!
But now, Jenny was back in town with a new identity and a new job.
Why are we here, Mommy?
Grace, were born in this city. We're here to find your lost brother. Jenny! I'm so happy to see you, Miss Simpson.
Miss Nora Simpson had been a loyal part of the Monroe family since Jenny was a child. Even when the Monroe business fell apart and Jenny's fiancé left her, Miss Simpson stayed by her side.
Jenny! Sammy!
Mommy, is that you?
Jenny was geeky and unimpressive, someone who would get easily lost in the crowd. But Quinn Murphy was the opposite. She radiated confidence.
Mommy, can we go to the zoo?
I promise I'll take you to the zoo. But first, Mommy has to go meet with her new boss. Keep an eye on Denny's jacket. He loses everything.
Oh, no problem. Good luck today. I'll have a homemade feast for you when you get home.
Jenny was joining the Roosevelt Hospital as a neurosurgeon, the same hospital where she gave birth 6 years ago.
Quinn Murphy. Welcome to Roosevelt's Neurology Department. I'm Dean Crawford, head of the surgical department and your new lead.
Excited to be on board.
I have to ask, with a resume like yours, why Roosevelt? Why not go to the best of the best? Ms. Murphy?
Unfinished business, I guess.
Dr. Crawford to surgery. I repeat, Dr. Crawford to surgery.
Duty calls. We'll continue this later, I promise. Meanwhile, take a look around, make yourself comfortable, and I'll see you in the morning, bright and early.
Jenny had left a lucrative position at the National Institute for Medical Research in London to return home. She was determined to find her firstborn.
I will not let you put your dirty hands on him!
Jenny wondered if her child was even alive. The thought weighed heavily on her heart.
Oh, sorry. You all right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Denny, what? Did you follow me here?
Who's Denny? I'm not Denny.
Jake, where are you?
Quit playing games and come out right now!
Please, don't let him take me.
Where are you, Jake?
What do you mean my son was kidnapped from the hospital?
Mr. Smith, I can explain.
You can't explain. You had one job, to look after Jake. What am I gonna tell his mother?
He went to the restroom during his medical checkup and he just disappeared.
Review the security footage. And find my son. I'm on my way right now.
Yes, sir. I'm on it.
Find Jake. Or I won't just fire you. I will kill you myself! Ah!
We're just gonna eat, then we'll take you back, okay?
They don't let me eat burgers at home.
Jenny felt a strange tug of curiosity and hope, struck by the uncanny resemblance between Jake and Denny. Could this boy be her firstborn?
Why did you run away like that? It's not safe to go with strangers.
You're not dangerous, are you?
No, Jake, I'm not dangerous. I just want to help.
I wish you were my mom.
Where is your mom?
Step away from the child.
Officers, this is all just a big misunderstanding. All I did was take the kid out for a meal.
Save your explanations for the station. You're under arrest for child abduction.
Get this woman out of my sight.
No, please don't take her away.
Let's go.
She's my mom.
What have I told you about talking to strangers? And why were you calling that crazy woman your mom? Beatrice is your mother. And you know that.
She hates me. She's only nice when you're around.
What's gotten into you, bud? Hi, Beatrice. Your son's having a rough day. I think it's best if you don't come around today. I'll call you later.
Dad, that lady was really nice today. Could you make the police let her go?
If you promise to behave and take your medications, I'll let her go.
I promise.
Lance, call the chief and ask him to drop the charges.
You got it, boss.
How could Jake have established such a bond with a stranger so swiftly?
Hey, are you all right? Was everything okay at the hospital? Come here.
Jenny recounted her stressful day to Miss Simpson, running into Jake, the child of the powerful Fred Smith, with an uncanny resemblance to her own son Denny, being arrested for child abduction, then suddenly being released. Miss Simpson could tell that Jenny was afraid.
Dr. Murphy to surgery. I repeat, Dr. Murphy to surgery.
An overwhelming sense of fear gripped her like a vice, as if Miss Sinclair wanted her and her children dead.
We need to talk.
Dr. Crawford, I can explain. It's all just a big mix-up.
That's all been taken care of. Mr. Smith didn't know you were a doctor in this hospital. In fact, you're going to be treating Jake from now on. He'll be here any moment.
What is Jake being treated for?
He's been coming to this hospital for behavioral issues and temper tantrums, and he's prone to violent outbursts.
They're here. I was worried I would never see you again.
Hi, sweetie.
Mr. Smith, allow me to introduce our new neurosurgeon, Dr. Quinn Murphy.
Fred felt something as he shook hands with her, but he couldn't quite grasp what it was until finally it hit him. He had met Quinn before. Does Fred know more than he was letting on? Will the truth come out about Jenny's past?
I apologize for the misunderstanding. My assistant thought you were some random lunatic and not our new doctor.
Quite all right, Mr. Smith. Hop on up and we'll begin the exam.
We'll leave you to it then.
Will you take me to Burgers after the exam?
We'll talk to your dad about it, but first I have to ask you a few questions, okay? So I read your chart, outburst, medications. Is something bothering you, Jake? Is everything okay at home?
I just get really mad because of my mom. She's not really my mom, and she's mean to me when no one's around. She hates me.
All right, Jake, I believe you. I'm gonna ask you an important question, and I want you to answer it honestly. Can you do that? Does your mother ever hurt you?
Jenny's heart broke upon hearing this. She knew what she had to do. She needed to immediately convene with Dr. Crawford to gauge whether the situation was serious enough to be reported to authorities.
I'll be right back. Can I speak to you in private?
Something wrong with my son?
I haven't done any neurological exams on the boy yet, but I just need to speak with Dr. Crawford.
You haven't even examined him yet, and you already need your boss's help? Doc, is she even competent enough to treat my son?
All right, calm down, Fred. I'm sure everything is...
I need to know. I do not trust just anybody with my son. Is he okay, Miss Murphy?
Quinn, it's okay. He's the father. What's going on?
Jake seems to be under significant stress. It seems to be something going on at home.
What are you accusing me of, Dr. Murphy? You think I'm torturing my own child?
No, not you. Your wife. I need Dr. Crawford to tell me how to proceed in light of this information. We are legally required to report all abuse to the authorities.
You're telling me you think my wife is abusive?
I only know what Jake told me.
This is outrageous. How dare this woman throw such allegations against my family? I will have your medical license revoked.
Don't you care about your son's well-being, Mr. Smith? I did you a favor by coming to Dr. Crawford. Maybe I should have just immediately reported you to the authorities.
I should have never dropped those charges against you. I'm taking my son home. Jake! What kind of outfit are you running here? How can my son go missing twice in 2 days? You were gonna pay for this.
Jenny thought of how much Jake looked like Denny, her son. Same age, same height, same hair. It hit her. Jake was her missing son, and he was being raised by this horrible man.
Fred, please, calm down. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. I'll alert the facility. We will find him.
Damn right you will, and get this woman out of my sight. I demand her to be fired.
Let's not be too hasty.
You need to do something. I will have this place on lockdown if my son isn't found in an hour.
I'm sorry, Quinn. I'm gonna have to suspend you, pending an investigation or until we find Jake.
This is wrong, and you know it, Dean.
I know, but Fred Smith is not just the president of RexCorp. He's our biggest donor and a senior member of the board. My hands are tied.
So you just bow down to him every time he decides to throw a temper tantrum?
I am truly powerless here. And for what it's worth, sorry.
Attention all staff. We have a code purple. Please be on the lookout for a lost child.
Miss Simpson?
Jenny, are you all right? I just heard there was an emergency at the hospital.
The boy, Jake, he's missing.
Again? Oh dear, I hope they find him.
I'm sure they will. Fred Smith is a powerful man. I don't know if Jake's safe with him.
What do you mean?
I'm his mother. I know I am. And he needs to be with me and his brother and his sister.
Calm down, Jenny. I'm outside with the children. I just rushed here as soon as I heard. I'll see you soon. Your mom's coming now. Sammy, where's Denny?
Looking for Mom.
Denny!
Jake! Can you stop running away? You're gonna get in serious trouble. Let's get you home.
Jake knew he should set the record straight and stop Fred from taking the wrong boy home. But he had wanted to get away from his father for so long. This was his chance.
Jenny! Jenny! Jenny!
I'm not Jenny.
Come back to the car right away. You can't just wander off.
I'm not Jenny.
Thank you for coming, Miss Simpson. Were they behaved today?
For the most part.
But Jenny had no idea that her firstborn son, the one that was taken from her, was sitting in her car instead of the child she'd raised all these years. But what would happen to Denny now that he was under the care of that terrible man? And worse yet, what would Fred do when he found out who Jenny really was?
To listen to the full audio series, install the Pocket FM app now.